Hello there, folks. I'm the Lon Chaney reviewer, and I was going to get my Blockbuster Beach Bum costume and talk about this stuff, but I decided just to have a general discussion as myself, Joey DeAngelis. Now, summer of 2013 had some interesting films, had some good films, had some bad films, had some major flops, and some toss-ups. Now, I'm going to talk about all the films I saw this summer. You know, going from beginning of May till end of August. Did I get to see all the films I wanted to see? No, I didn't. But I did get to see a few things. So let me discuss what I did see this summer. I gotta look at my computer because sometimes there's movies from a long time ago that I forgot I saw. And this is just going in the list, IMDb list that they put up. Kick-Ass 2. Now You See Me, Star Trek Into Darkness, The Great Gatsby, Man of Steel, Iron Man 3, The Wolverine, Pacific Rim, Two Guns, The Lone Ranger, The Internship, The Hangover Part 3, and that's it for the summer movies. You really can't count Olympus Has Fallen really as a summer movie. I mean, I don't. But this summer, first movie I saw of the summer was Iron Man 3. This movie, it was good. It was better than 2. I liked it a lot, but the Mandarin thing. Now, there's probably some of you who might not have seen the movie, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with that, but a lot of people are aggravated. I was too. But I will give Marvel this. They tried something different. And that is something you can't take away from them. They tried something different. It might not have been the best thing, but they tried something. So then I think I saw Great Gatsby after that. I think. Did I? Yeah. I saw Great Gatsby after that. I thought I was not going to like this film because I'm not a Baz Luhrmann fan. I'm not a DiCaprio fan. Okay. Not a really big Carey Mulligan fan or Tobey Maguire. But, to my surprise, I loved the movie a lot. And there are a lot of people who are like, oh, this movie sucks. I mean, I watched the movie, I'm like, there's a few things here and there that bother me. Like, there's like writing on the screen or the beginning prologue that I didn't like. But as a whole, it was a really solid film. Made well over 300 million worldwide, a little over 300 million worldwide, and I'm glad it did well. That's all I can really say. I saw Star Trek Into Darkness. I didn't see the 2009 reboot. I've only seen the motion picture, which I thought was horrible, and then Wrath of Khan, which I think is absolutely amazing. And then Into Darkness, I really liked it. Same thing with Iron Man 3. There's some things I admired that what they did, but certain things it was just a copycat of Wrath of Khan in some instances. So there you go. But I really liked the performances, and yeah, I really enjoyed the performances a lot. Just trying to see what else. So I know I'm going off the cuff with this, but I'm trying to remember what else I saw in the summer. Now You See Me. Now You See Me was June, but I might go a little out of order this. Hangover Part 3, I'll start with that. I like the first one. Even though the third act was a bit generic in the first one, I love the first Hangover. Except for certain things that happened in the third act where I'm like, they could have changed some things. Hangover Part 2. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. And I'm not joking about that. It is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Hangover Part 3 is not a great movie. It's not a good movie. It's better than Part 2. Because it is doing something different than Parts 1 and 2. That's it. Then we have, I saw Now You See Me, which was an interesting little, magic, movie. You know, it wasn't great. You really only need to watch it once. But it was a surprise hit, and in fact, it's actually the highest grossing Lionsgate film outside of the Twilight or Hunger Games franchises. So good for that movie. I liked it. I liked the cast. Is it a movie I'm going to be saying, oh, that was the greatest movie ever? No, but I'm glad something like Now You See Me did very well. And it was released in the same weekend against After Earth. And it was a big shock to people when After Earth came in third place with only like $25 million. It's like, wait a minute, this is a Will Smith science fiction science fiction movie. How is this in third place? You know? So, that was that. Then we have The Internship. Good God, this is probably the worst movie I've seen all summer. And so boring, so dull. Then there's actually like a 20-minute sequence of them just partying and drinking. It's like, okay, look, I'm a guy, I don't like to party or drink. I think there's better ways of having fun. But even then, I'm just like, look, this isn't fun for me. I'm not getting to participate in this action. This is boring. It's like watching a video game simulation in a movie and then asking yourself, why aren't I playing a video game instead? You shouldn't be asking those questions in a movie. Horrible comedy. Done. Okay. What else? Let's see. Man of Steel. I won't talk about this too much because I intend to do a Blockbuster Beach Bum video on Man of Steel in the near future. I had such high hopes for this movie. I'm just going to leave it there. Expect a review November, December-ish when the Blu-ray comes out, you know. See here. Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim. No, before Pacific Rim, sorry. Lone Ranger. Everybody was railing on this film. Railing on it. I don't think it's as bad as most people are saying, but it's pretty bad in some ways because it's like Disney, it's like another John Carter where it's like Disney's trying to revive something that most people don't care about anymore, try to put it on the big screen with a big budget, and then it flops. It's like, makes you think of, it's just like, it's funny because it's like you had Johnny Depp, you had Gore Verbinski directing it, you had the guys who wrote Pirates, you had Jerry Bruckheimer, and the movie flops hard. Like, hard. And I don't think it's just because of the Native American controversy. You can't just blame it on that. Okay? Otherwise, Tropic Thunder would have been a total failure. You know? But, regardless, it was a flop. And I thought it was okay. I mean, I had fun during the final action sequence, but even then it was kind of over the top because it was playing the William Tell Overture for 10 minutes. So it's like, dun 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 for 10 minutes. And it's like, I don't even care about anything that's happening anymore, so just shut up. Oh, and the other thing is, I like Tonto in this movie because he's not as submissive as he used to be. And that's it. Moving on, Pacific Rim. I was looking forward to this movie from the beginning of the summer because I liked the first Hellboy. I did not see any of Guillermo del Toro's other movies before Pacific Rim. Sadly, but I've since rectified that. Saw Pan's Labyrinth, Devil's Backbone, Chronos, Hellboy 2, and I'm like, I just love you, Guillermo. And I love you again, Guillermo, for saving my summer. Because for me, Pacific Rim is the best movie of the summer. And you get people talk shit about it and be like, oh, it's just a Transformers copy. Screw you. That means you didn't see the movie. Either that or you were covering your eyes and closing your ears during the entirety of that movie. Because that movie was good. Because it takes these characters that we don't know, you know, like in previous franchises like Man of Steel or Iron Man or whatever, and I care about them as human beings. And the funny thing is, they weren't like A-list stars in the movie. I mean, sure, you had Ron Perlman and Idris Elba and Charlie Hunnam, but how much of box office draws are they? Okay? So, and the monster action was a lot of fun. I just love this movie. I'm sad that it didn't make more, but it did kind of break even. Film cost like about $200 million, got to 400. That's breaking even, guys. It's Hollywood economics. So, I love Pacific Rim. I love the heck out of that movie. And It's like the type of movie where I'm like, I loved it so much, I'm like, I want to buy all the action figures for it. So, that's Pacific Rim. Now, the most ironic movie of the summer, Wolverine. The Wolverine, excuse me. I've been an X-Men movie fan for the past 10 years, ever since I was 9 years old and saw X2, X-Men United, which is still my favorite superhero movie. But the X-Men franchise had let me down many times with Last Stand and Wolverine Origins. Even though First Class was a good movie, I was like, really guys, you're doing another Wolverine movie? I'll see it, but it's gonna suck. And until the third act happened, which the only main problem with the third act was it was just really generic, Wolverine turned out to be my favorite superhero movie of the summer. More so than Iron Man 3, more so than Man of Steel. Or Kick-Ass 2, which I liked Kick-Ass 2, but anyway, Wolverine just I really enjoyed it. It was about this guy. It wasn't just like, oh, look at all the mutants that we can stuff into a movie, like in Origins. No, it was like about this character and the struggle he has to deal with after The Last Stand. And also, stay for the after-credits scene. It's kind of like a mid-credits scene, but regardless, it's awesome. And last movie I think I saw this summer, let me just double check, Two Guns. Now, Two Guns and then another movie, but Two Guns I really enjoyed. Mark Wahlberg, Denzel Washington. It was good fun, but Paul Patton, he's great, but it's like you see her naked a lot in the movie, and I'm like, is that really necessary? You know? It's like you didn't need all that gratuitous nudity in the movie. I'm not one of those people who's just like, oh, think about our children. No, but it's like, do you really need it? No, you don't. Kick-Ass 2, I talked about this on the Blockbuster Beach Bum. I liked Kick-Ass 2 very much. Not as much as the first one, but I felt the director, Jeff Wadlow, did a good job at replicating Matt Vaughn's style from the first one. And I really liked it. So my summer has been a mixed bag. Pacific Rim being the highest moment of the summer. Internship being the lowest. Wolverine being the most surprising movie of the summer, and then Man of Steel being the most disappointing. So what was your favorite movie of the summer? Least favorite movie of the summer? Biggest surprise? And biggest disappointment? Please put in the comments below. I really encourage you to comment, like the Facebook page, whatever you want to do. But I really want to hear your thoughts on this summer. Here's some other summer movies I really wanted to see. World War Z had a lot of production problems, but it did well at the box office, even against Monsters University. Even though Monsters University took the weekend, it still came in second place, and then Man of Steel was in third place in its second weekend of release. That just shows you how powerful word of mouth is. I wanted to see Monsters University because I liked the first one. I haven't seen an animated movie in like 3 years on the big screen. Despicable Me 2 because it was a $76 million movie that went on to make over $800 million. I wanted to see Butler and Blue Jasmine, so hopefully I can check those out soon, and I'll see you guys around.